This is a tour slash review of the Harbor Freight 4-drawer roll cart. On the back I've got stickers and magnets. Right here is where I keep my screwdrivers, the miscellaneous snap-on, radiator hose pinch-off pliers. Got a Ingersoll Rand titanium 1/2 inch impact and a gear wrench, torque wrench 1/2 inch. Some air tool lube and Loctite. Over here I've got a Makita 1/2 inch impact driver. You should get one of those because they're awesome. And over here I've got some adapters for it, some long bits. This is awesome. It's a little chuck for that. Here we've got 18mm 1921 flip socket and 22mm 1/2 inch sockets for lug nuts. Here we've got 3/8 impact gray pneumatic deep and shallow impact sockets. We got a flex spark plug socket and then swivel 3/8 regular sockets. Back here I've got 3/8 impact SK swivel sockets, Stanley 3/8 ratchet with a 1/4 inch head, which rules. I don't have a lot of Harbor Freight tools, but this one is pretty awesome. I took sway bar links out with it and it didn't break, so if it breaks I'll just buy another one because it was like 10 bucks. I've got spark plug sockets and then 1/4 inch deep and shallow metric, gray pneumatic impact, and standard. Over here I've got some nut extractors, hex, big hex, other hex, Streamlight Stinger, it's the best flashlight in the whole world, IMO, 1/4 inch gray pneumatic swivel sockets, standard and metric. I've got SK deep well swivel sockets. Over here I've got pry bars, ladyfoot, blowgun. On the side I've got 1/4 inch blue point and 3/8 air ratchets, 1/4 inch 3/8 and stubby 1/2 inch impacts. In this drawer I've got ratchets, breaker bars, extensions, oil filter sockets, some pocket screwdrivers, battery, nut tool, and picks. In this drawer I've got pliers. These Blue Point needle nose pliers are sweet for tight areas. And I've got the angled version of those as well. And some hose remover pliers of different sizes. And some Nipix Cobras, which rule. Some dikes, and then snap ring pliers, brake pliers, and some little shit pliers. Some hemostats for various recreational things. Super glue, and this is just a box of shit. And then a little mini torch for heat shrink. I use this for inflating tires to the proper pressure. This is a wrench drawer. These are gear wrench, metric, gear wrench standard, some other gear wrenches, oil filter socket thing that sucks ass, some flare nut wrenches, serpentine belt tool. These are for taps. I use this to turn them in by hand. That's for brake calipers. Those are stubby gear wrenches, and then a brake line tool. And in the bottom I've got more air tools, a radiator hose pick, Bosch multimeter, some hammers, long 3/8 and 1/4 inch ratchets. And on the bottom, I've got my 1/2 inch impact sockets because I don't use them very much, and some axle nut sockets back there, anti-seize, mechanics wire, some Vaseline, use your imagination, battery for my impact driver, brake bleeder, drawer of or box of receipts, and some nuts and some electric tape. Got the charger for my flashlight, some gasket maker, gloves, my bigger hammers, heat shrink, and electrical connectors and cotter pins under that. And that is about it as far as the roll cart. If you grease the slides on the drawers, it works a lot better, but all in all, it kicks ass for the price. I've had Blue Point ones. They're not any better, and they're way more expensive. So if you're thinking about getting one, go ahead and do it. Have fun with that.